This time, as chair of the committee, I would like to recognize Cathy Manchester.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the committee for their due diligence and their hard work today. I am absolutely thrilled that the state police have been vindicated from any wrongdoing. I am absolutely thrilled that the town clerk on Long Island and her workers have been vindicated. I have full confidence that no one did anything wrong, that we had human error at the recount. I believe the people of District 25 have spoken, and they have spoken to vote Catherine Green as your state senator. I offer my full congratulations to her. I am thrilled with the process. I am disappointed with the outcome, but I have full confidence that this Senator-elect Green will serve our district well, and glad that the process saw through due process. I will be submitting my letter of resignation, and thank everyone for the great experience and all your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you very. Could you just stay just for a second? Thank you very much. I know that that the process worked here, and that there are some who are happy and some who are not. But one of the memories I will take from this is how, what class and dignity you have showed throughout this entire process. And I know I speak for everybody here, and perhaps they'd like to speak for themselves. But
thank you, Senator Cates. I do hope that if there's one thing to come out of this process, is that we find out how that error was made at the recount and take every precaution so that does not happen again. And please remember, I would say to all the people of Maine and across the country, to please remember that every vote counts. And that if you want change, if you want to be heard, then you need to do your due diligence, do your homework, and vote. This is the process. This is America. I couldn't be more proud than I am today to be a citizen of Maine and to be a citizen of America. And I'm absolutely thrilled that we have Governor LePage in charge. And I hope that the Senate and the House does great things over the next 2 years. And I think the leadership is in place to make that happen. And I can't wait to see it. So thank you, Senator Cates.
thank you very much. And again, from my perspective, we began the day. Our hope was we would be able to get to the bottom of this, and we did. And we did it by being thorough as a group and by working together. I bet if people were watching this proceedings today and now had to identify which are the Republicans and which are the Democrats on this committee, they might have a hard time doing so, at least they would hope so. It is made difficult by the fact that a really good woman is not going to be serving with us, but I'm sure that we've got another good woman who is going to be serving with us. So thank you very much. I don't know, Senator Hill, do you have anything in closing you'd like to say? I will say that Senator Hill and I will be working with our staff to develop a draft report to the full Senate. We'll be circulating to the full committee for comments and suggestions, and we will submit our report in a timely way. Senator Hill.
Thank you, Senator Cates. I just want to say that I feel this process has probably been very hard on both candidates, and you both have conducted yourselves in a very professional manner. Cathy, for me, this was always about the process and the integrity of the state of Maine and its election process. It was never personal, but I really admire the way you just handled yourself, and I thank you for that. And from this process, I think we learned some areas where there may be weak links in the whole situation that now we are going to hopefully have the Secretary of State take a little closer look at to tweak it all. So I think much good will come from this as well.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Saviola.
I just want to thank both of you. You know, when you put your name out there to the election, everybody can see, and they can see what happened, they can see what the results are. But I thank both of you for being a class act. And Cathy Manchester, I hadn't met you until we came down here. I really appreciate what you've done and how you handled yourself, so thank you.
Senator Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To both Cathy's actions, that you've been through an awful lot, and no one needs to tell you that. You all both know it, but I've been very impressed with both of you. You had to play different roles. Every minute from the time the swearing in until tonight and this afternoon, that you both played those roles with class, and I thank you for that. I think the system, for the most part, has withheld itself, and this was a human error, as we all now know. But the bottom line is, the system worked. You two were class candidates, and you conducted yourself that way, and I thank you for that, and I think the people of Maine can be proud of both of you.
Further? Senator Cushion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for your service and for the very methodical way in which you walk things through. It's unfortunate if, in hindsight, it being 2020, if we had secured the numbers to the count first, we might have been able to save some time. But I think the process that everyone has spoken to was served very well by allowing the public to understand that there are sometimes errors, be they human or mechanical, that occur, but at the end, we can give people peace of mind in knowing that the system is still intact and that voting is important. I think it's, as you all have said, unfortunate that we put our candidates through the roller coaster that we had to, and I hope that those who report on this in the future will consider the frenzy that they sometimes create in the media doesn't help the people who have to do this process. Unfortunately, both the Secretary of State's office, the clerks in that town, and the volunteers for the election process felt undue and unjustified persecution in some of how they tried very diligently to do their job, and that's unfair to them as it is to the candidates. So I thank them for what they have done to bring the facts forward, and I thank the candidates and look forward to moving on and serving the people of Maine.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Mason.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to both Cathys for running. I know we've all said the same thing, I think, but it takes a lot of courage to put your name on a ballot, and I want to thank you both for doing that. As the majority leader, I'm sad that Cathy Manchester won't be serving with us, but for the institution, I say welcome to Cathy Green. I know you'll enjoy your time here. The legislature is one of the biggest families in the state. No matter where you go from here on out, you'll always have a friend in some corner of Maine. And I think that's one of the best things about the legislature. But I just want to follow up on one thing that Cathy Manchester said. I think today ought to be a celebration of the fact that we are Americans. As we look across the world, we see banana republics, we see wars breaking out about who their leaders should be. And we should all in this room be very lucky that we are able to transfer power in a way such as this, in this room amongst a committee, and there's no bullets to be fired and no wars to be fought. And I think that is something worthy of celebration. And I am just very much appreciative of this caucus, of this committee, and the work that we've done today. Thank God we don't have to meet very often. But thank you to the chair, thank you to the lead. You both did wonderful work today. And once again, ladies, thank you very much for your service.
Thank you. And again, on behalf of the entire committee, I would really like to thank a couple of other people. Chief among them is Daniel Fox, who is sitting right behind me, who a week ago was assigned this task, who is about the most competent person I've ever known. And thank you to our clerk. Thank you so much for your help, and to the Office of Attorney General, particularly Phyllis Gardner, the legal counsel. If there is nothing further, is someone have a motion? Oh, I'm sorry. Senator Kozlowski is usually so shy and retiring.
No, I just want to congratulate the two candidates who both class act. I'm going to enjoy serving with Cathy going in the future. I'm not going to say before. Just we had two candidates in this race. But I've been involved in some of these in the past, and it's always been, to me, a mystery that would be solved in history. And that's what we have done today. This mystery that was solved goes into the history books. And in the future, it'd be nice if most people would look at a recount as just a mystery waiting to be solved. It doesn't always have to be skullduggery, it doesn't always have to be who did what to who. It can actually come down, and I think it has in most cases, I think we can all say, that finding it just as a mystery that we had to solve, biggest accomplishment, because there was nothing out there that we couldn't answer. We proved in the past that we will in the future that find every voter, we count one, find every ballot, we count it once. At the end of the day, we have a winner and a loser. Today we do. So I just want to say thank you to the candidate, thank you to the committee, because that was our ultimate challenge, is to find out this year. Now it's this year.
Thank you, Senator. Seeing nothing further, is there a motion?
So moved. Yeah.
Move to adjourn, second, all in favor? Senatorial vote committee is adjourned.